Good morning and welcome to Waking Wellness. Today we have a very important episode, and I was inspired by, I believe her name was Asiana, but really I picked her up and she got talking about, she heard me playing Kanye, and the first thing she said, which I loved, was I can't stand that people treat him crazy or call him crazy because they don't understand him. And I loved how she said that because it was ultra important to me to excavate that and what we really meant and what she meant by that. And she did start getting down into it and just about how when we really do speak the truth, then we get played, we get called all these things that are everything but the truth. And so it was important because, one, she spoke with conviction. I already believe what she was speaking on, but how she spoke was so powerful, and I haven't heard anyone speak as powerfully in some time. And what was amazing about it was she kept referencing how he keeps trying to wake people up. And what does that even mean? Making one realize who they are within themselves. And so that was so powerful because she kept making the conscious connection between truth and people trying to teach you the truth and those that will do everything in their power to distract you. Whether it is, we want to call it the powers that be, whatever kind of shadow entity that is, and or even those people, or as she brought it up, the sheeple, the people that will do everything in their power to disregard what you're saying as the truth. We all got that friend, or we all got that coworker, or that person that we talk to, and we try to give them this as we have stumbled upon. And what else is there other than to help everyone else realize that? And she just spoke to me because not only is it what Waking Wellness is about, it is what I am about, it is what my purpose is about, and it is what we all are about at heart. And so I needed to come and talk to you guys about this. I really wanted to put our conversation on record, but she just hit on so many things, and especially in relation to being Black and how, we are it. We are the culture. We are everything, but yet we are consistently stripped, and it's acted as if it wasn't us. It's not us. It's consistently acted as if we are not chosen as we are. It's consistently acted as if, this isn't coming from us. And so it was just really a beautiful, beautiful conversation. And then she even said it when she got out. I mentioned to her, like, I'm so appreciative for the conversation and what that meant to me. And she just brought up how this is needed, it's necessary. And she was like, these people, we need these conversations, but how often is it that people disregard these conversations? And as soon as she said it, I was like, you're right. This is actually soul food. We need this. This is what actually sustains our soul, our being able to connect. That's a real connection, because both of us are in our power as we are ourselves, and we can expand from that. We can show ourselves as our true colors, and something beautiful happens then. We stop seeing each other as human, and therefore we see each other as souls. And when you have that soul connection, again, something different happens, and now we're in the world as, I don't want to say as different entities, but since our perspective is widened when this happens, now we can actually see the true expansiveness of our being, of the soul, not as I am a soul, you are a soul, but as one soul. And it's just so beautiful. And so I wish I did give her my YouTube channel, so that I could actually talk to her later, because man, yeah, she is so powerful. And you have to love someone who has that conviction, who is so strong. You have to love a woman who has that power behind her and stands on what they believe and knows it to be the truth, no matter what anybody else tells you. As she brought it up, like she said, everybody's trying to act like you crazy. I know I'm not crazy. Like everybody want to keep telling you that, but that's not the truth. And you have to make peace with that. And you have to love someone who is Black, who is not afraid to embrace their divinity, their sacredness, which has so many times, so often been stripped. We've been stripped of and sold back to us as if it's something else. Like, this is us. This is, and so it was just beautiful to have such a strong, empowered, divinely aware, Black, cultured woman who was so open to express herself and her vision and her being with me. And it's 7:30, y'all. That's before anybody even getting a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? And so it was just beautiful. And I want to say a thank you to Asiana, if that is her name. I'm going to see if I can find her later and just give this to all of you, as both of us throwing our stones in the pond, as I like to say, or in the ocean, so that those ripples can touch you and affect you, and hopefully give you that energy and give you that perspective and that realization to recognize your divinity, embrace your divinity, realize who you are, and actualize yourself as best as you possibly can. Because when you do that, no one can lie to you, because the truth is way too apparent, even more than it is when it is right in front of your eyes, but it is in your mind's eye. And when that happens, no one can persuade you anything else, because you see truth as it is. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today. This is Waking Wellness. I want you to go and live your best life and realize who you are, what you are, and the divinity that is within. I love you. Health is wealth.